Yeah.
The breakers are taking the shit that the wolves are taking and eating that to break.
Yes.
What are they breaking? Do we know?
That's on the next page. Page 660. When it's gone, that's why they take them to feed their goddamn breakers. And I don't even know what it is they've been set to break. The two beams that still hold the tower, Roland said.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yeah.
The
And how
beamquake is terrifying. Go ahead, sorry.
how does Roland know that it's only two beams left?
That's a good question.
I can't tell you what I'm thinking.
Is it because they've only experienced the one beam that they're following, and he knows that it has to be an opposite to be a beam?
It's possible that like when he was learning all of this, there were still only two beams.
Yeah, has there only been two beams since like the old people?
Right, that's what I'm wondering.
For like
10,000
years?
He mentioned when they first found the beam that some of them were broken. I think he mentioned that, didn't he?
I don't know. That was what the wastelands, right?
Crap. No, I don't know. Yeah.
No idea.
Okay, so let's start with. So what was there? 6 beams.
There are 6 beams, 12 guardians.
So when we're saying 2 beams, we're talking 4 segments.
Yeah. The bear to the
And
turtle.
There's a team of super psychics actively working to destroy the 2 that are left.
Yes.
And if they're successful, all of the existence is gone. All
Right.
the light is gone
Oh,
out
yeah.
of existence.
I totally forgot that the beam leads to the dark tower, and that's why they're following the beam. Like in my head, it's just like
the beam.
all things.
I mean, do we know how the beams relate to the tower?
It just says that.
Okay.
The
Well, I
two
gotta
beams
ask
that
these things,
still
man.
hold the tower.
So if they break, the tower
falls.
What does that mean?
That I don't know. But it doesn't seem like a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of terrified about the beams.
Especially if there were once 6 beams holding it up.
Well, now there's 2 beams left. There's a team of people basically gnawing away at it like mice, trying to, or like rats trying to break it off.
That's in Thunderclap.
And the first chapter of the next book is Beamquake. I'm not sure. I mean, I know what that is, but I'm not sure what that is. It doesn't sound good for the state of the beam.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it because how does this work? If there are 6 of them and now there are 2, that's why the world is falling apart.
There's not much holding that motherfucker.
Yeah, okay. I was like, does it even matter? Like if another one breaks, they still got one left. Apparently it doesn't matter, but it does, yeah.
Yeah, that what the world has moved on means.
But then how come all the other worlds, I guess the insinuation is they're not fine.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say they are? They are. Maybe some are. I guess none of them are.
Well, New York, I mean, it's got problems, but it's not falling apart like that.
Well, but the world they were in when they crash landed Blaine.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't.
Yep. That's fair. Yeah.
Not good.
That world had its own problems.
Yeah, but that could have been from the falling of the beam.
See, everything can go back to the tower. Once you start it, you can just relate everything to it. Once you go to the tower, you never go back, or you never go anywhere else.
Also, we know officially what Ted was.
We do.
So,
Well, you learned that in Low Men in Yellow Coats, though. Like, you learned that he's a breaker, and you learned that he's one of the strongest ones that they have.
But you don't know what that means in Low Men in Yellow Coats.
Right. Now we know what he was being forced to do, why he escaped, why they wanted him back so badly.
And he said, doesn't he say that it's like, that's the sad thing. He likes doing it. When you're doing it, it's like euphoric and it feels good and you enjoy it.
I would imagine it's like you have a purpose in life, so you're using that purpose.
I think it's stronger than that. I think it's like a drug.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Got the touch.
Yeah, so once you start, you want to keep going. So imagine what it must have taken for him to try to get the hell out of there.
Jake has never said anything like that, but I guess he's not nearly that strong.
I would kind of want to know Ted's breakout story.
Right? That's what I want to know.
There's so many other stories that we're just never gonna know.
He could still write it.
I don't feel like he's very motivated for the tower these days. I don't know what his
Technically, Ted wasn't in the tower. So what if he did like a follow-up or another version of what is that called? What is that in? Hearts in Atlantis. Wow, I could not remember that.
Jigga
I was gonna say the one that starts with a B, Bag of Bones.
Babadook. Wait, what? Bag of Bones is another one that I like that most people don't. It's like a ghost love story
I've never read it.
with the evil father-in-law. What the hell were we saying? I forgot.
Just Ted. You know, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's so many of those Dark Tower. Like, yeah, I want to know Ted's breakout story. I want to know like Dinky's. Well, we don't know
And
much about Dinky.
I'm sorry. Knowing this information, Ted should have done everything he could have done to not get caught, instead of risking the universe for that boy.
Well, and that would have turned him into Callahan, right? How long can you live that way?
Well, what's wrong with Callahan? He seemed okay when we met him in the Calla.
I mean, clearly Black 13 rescued him for some reason.
Yeah, that's the weird part too.
That's what I wrote down on my sticky. Black 13 is pure evil. And it pulled Callahan out of his normal life and into this weird vampire thing. Why? What does it want from Callahan?
Into what weird vampire thing?
Well, it pulled him out of his. Well, it pulled him to the Calla.
Right.
Right. He was on the roads because that was more because of Barlow. He started flipping worlds. Was that Black 13 or was that Barlow?
No, that was that's a good question. It just started happening.
Right.
I don't know.
I think Black 13 was calling.
That far ahead? That was like 10 years before.
What's time when you're a black ball that exists at all points in time?
That is
at
a
all
good
times.
point. It's a time traveling ball. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But that also leads to my theory of like somebody wants them to get to the tower.
Yes. I don't think it's Black 13.
I'm not saying good somebody. It's like, it feels like a trap. Like, they can say they're fighting them all they want. They can say they're chasing Walter all they want. Like, that kind of thing. But it's like, Black 13, the ball of evil, is quote unquote helping them.
And they keep using it. Like, they expect it to keep helping them.
Right.
It just can't end well. Why? I don't even know why it's working at the moment. Why is this damn thing cooperating him? And although it did call Callahan, did it call them to it? Are they here at the Calla because of Black 13? Well,
that was Walter.
Walter.
After the Wizard in Glass, actually, it was Pink.
He didn't send them to the Calla.
It was the grapefruit. The
pink grapefruit, that's what they call it.
Yeah, the pink grapefruit that sent them to that.
That puts them on the highway, didn't it? On the other side of the castle. Then they just walked and ended up in a different world.
No, and then they ended up outside of the Calla.
From the Kansas Turnpike.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Were they on a highway? Were they on a highway when they got to the Calla?
Were on the turf. I don't know. I don't remember where it ejected them after Wizard and Glass, because they got sent far away.
Yeah, I don't think they were on the turnpike after they
got
the other side of the castle.
So Pink sent them to the Calla.
Yeah, they just kind of woke up with their.
Well, outside the Calla.
With their tense planet, and they had no memory of doing it.
All these callbacks.
I know. But it relates. So I keep losing my train.
But why do we assume like Pink made more sense of why it was definitely evil, because it was like it was all consuming. Like, it would take over anyone who tried to use it.
It was trapping your mind inside it.
Why are they all evil?
I don't know that they are.
Maybe they're not.
I mean, is Sauron all bad?
I don't know Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he is. Uh, are all the balls bad? I don't know. Do we? I mean, we only know about these two, right? Hell, you could do a book on each ball.
They keep calling it Evil Black 13, and I get that there's a darkness when they use it. There's an energy they can sense, but like I don't know.
Wasn't that one of Steven's stories, Stephen DeShane's, like where the balls came from?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
don't remember what it was though. Like were they
Well, it was
were they
Merlin's
born out of
rainbow.
evil?
It was Merlin's.
Marilyn wasn't evil, right? Wait, he was the one. He's the tiger, right? Was that Marilyn? Or is that Walter? See, I can't keep that shit.
No, Marilyn was the tiger.
Okay, so he's not evil. Flag,
You know
what Marilyn? Oh, Marilyn was in the cage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in that story. But I feel like
stories are the same
I feel like
person.
later on it was insinuated that Marilyn.
Is Walter.
Wait, who's Marlin? No, Marlin's a different guy, right? No,
What name? What do you say?
Martin.
That's Flag Walter. Flag Walter Martin.
Wait, which
Not
Martin is he? Martin is the one that messes with Roland as a child, right?
Martin is the one that fucked his mom.
Okay, yeah. So okay. Ugh. I don't know. I give up.
But he's chasing Walter across the desert. Shouldn't he be chasing Martin across the desert?
Well,
Because isn't he chasing him because he fucked his mom? I mean, it's simplifying it, but basically, isn't that what set him on the course?
I feel like I don't remember anything now.
Right. It was all for nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't know where the balls come from. Well, I know where they come from. I don't remember the origin story. It's in my notes somewhere.
I don't get the impression they're all evil, but and like so there's 13, right? That's a lot of rainbow colors. I think we did this before. That's too many.
Yeah.
Why isn't it black 19? You thought of it too late?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he had already written.
How about Andy's horoscope? Is he just straight up lying to him?
I don't think so. Oh, the one he says before.
It shows victory against the wolves. A great victory indeed. You'll vanquish your enemies and then meet a beautiful lady. There's no way Andy thinks that Eddie's going to vanquish anybody. Because he just ratted him out because Eddie told Andy the lie that he wanted Andy to report to the wolves, which is about the guns or whatever.
Yeah, but his horoscopes have always been true, which is weird because
That's what
he
I'm
is
saying.
like psychic.
If they don't, they need to pay attention to what he's saying. But that never really became a thing. But
So maybe Andy doesn't even pay attention to what he's saying.
maybe he can't lie about the horoscopes.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah, like.
Well, he's like, yeah, you're gonna win. Fuck. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe he doesn't care who wins.
Maybe,
He's a
yeah,
winner.
I was gonna say maybe he thinks that that's what the wolves will want then, or something like that.
Okay. Now, part 2. Then meet a beautiful lady. Assuming Andy's not lying, and most of his horoscopes have been pretty accurate up to this point. What the hell is he talking about?
It's gotta be Mia.
Wow. I never thought of that. That's weird. You will meet your wife.
I mean, it is. That's why. That's what makes me think that because it's like just subtle enough, where it's like you're gonna meet a beautiful lady. Like maybe you know her, maybe you don't.
I like how Eddie just decided that blue lights mean he's laughing. And he gets mad every time he sees his eyes flash blue now.
It definitely like after hearing Andy like true self, it definitely doesn't make him nearly as fun. But thankfully, he's not around that much longer after that. After you learn that.
Many a married man had his Jilly. Well, Andy's a bad influence. But I don't think that's what he's talking about at all. I think you're right. It must be Mia.
Yeah,
If I only had a Red Book 6, I would have known.
because that's the other thing I was thinking is that Mia wastes no time. She's like, I'll help you fight the wolves, and
She's
then
like, fine, I'll wait, but as soon as it's over, and she wasn't playing.
yeah, they're like, and we go.
It's over, right?
Like you realize people need like rest before they give birth, right?
She doesn't. No, I don't think she. I
Well, I
think
don't
she must have been like a demon that existed in the ether without any physical presence until now. And she still doesn't really have a physical presence, but she's trying to get it.
Yeah, her role is to take care of the baby. So what happens when the baby's born?
Well, I don't know, because it's a demon baby. A human baby, you would still have to take care of it for a while.
But Mia doesn't like. So Mia's gonna stay in Susanna's body then, I guess.
As opposed to getting in a different one.
That was my question. Where's she gonna go? If she's not attached to the chap, is she gonna go with the chap? Be in his body?
I feel like she'd still stay in Susanna's body
Yeah.
because that's still like if the chap needs anything, that is a body to provide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Susanna's just fucked. Mia's going to take over and probably not give it back this time. I mean, she doesn't seem like someone that, she wasn't waiting to share. She was waiting to, play the end game, go have the kid or whatever she's doing. Right? That was the deal, right? Just wait and then we can go have the baby.
Yeah.
Because it's been like 2 weeks that she's been pregnant.
Mia was like, I'll even help you fight. And I'm like, I think Susanna's got it, but cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, don't help her fight.
Right. You're gonna mess her up.
Yeah, stay the fuck out of the way, as a matter of fact.
Uh-huh.
I'll wake you up when it's over. There's no rush. Oh, that didn't work.
It's weird that like Mia, yeah, like you said, like Mia can watch and take over, but Susanna has no idea what's going on with Mia.
All her personalities can do that. She's always like, what? Jake is my favorite, but he's so upset at what he's about to do to Benny. He can't even like hang out with him the night before.
I mean, he's a kid still. Like, yeah. And then Benny won't stop talking. He's like, "Shut up,
Benny, just be quiet." I like the audiobook because you don't really. When I was reading it, I didn't really get the inflections where he was like exasperated with him. But in the audiobook, he's like, "Benny, be quiet, or just go to bed." I can't remember what he says.
Oh my god! And when he says,
"What, Benny? What?"
When Benny's like, "You're lucky getting to follow the beam and travel places. I'll probably be here in this shitty town the rest of my life."
Oh, I know. You wish.
Even I knew it was gonna happen, but even that is such a classic Stephen King foreshadowing moment where it's like, and now I know you're gonna die.
Yeah, right. Well, the next paragraph. Even if he's not going to die, he's not going to spend the rest of his life in the Calla.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. Oh.
Because, like Jake says, you're going to spend the rest of your life wandering. I guess
you're going to spend the rest of your life wandering. If you're lucky, if they even let you out of town. He said, what you're going to do, I think, is spend the rest of your life dreaming about this shitty little town, about a place that was home, and it's my doing. I saw and I told, but what else could I do? And the fact that he feels guilty about that, I'm like, oh, so bad.
Yeah,
that's so bad.
The Calla is going to be the high bar of his life.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to always be remembering that fondly as the best, time he ever had. That's what Jake said. You just don't know how bad. Win or lose, this shit's going to be bad for you, buddy. And now I can't sleep. So stop talking to me because I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
I like that. He's like, what, Benny? What? Benny's just like, hey, I thought we were still being kids. And then there's at one point he said something. I think it's the next day, right before the battle. Benny's like something, and Jake says something, and he's like, and just like that, they were friends again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, when did they stop being friends?
Yeah, I didn't realize they weren't friends.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I guess he's talking about Jake's perspective. Like Jake was done being.
I think it was just. I don't think they weren't friends. I took it as just like a.
Like things were back to normal between them.
Yeah.
Jake wasn't all don't talk to me because you're gonna die, and I don't know how to deal with that.
I didn't even take it that far. It was just like hey, remember how close we used to be?
Or like Jake is thinking like, I know everything is about to change, so I'm changing my relationship with you and like changing his perspective. And then it goes back after like some of the tension has been eased.
Yeah. They've had everything their own way for a long time, and it's made them fat, like Blaine. No, I don't see Blaine as like complacent or getting things his own way. He's just insane. I think that's completely different. But the wolves are just they've never had resistance. I don't think in their like how did that start there? They would have had to. Do they just like every generation? They're like, who looks like a traitor? Do they ever guess wrong? What happens? Do you have to like kill the guy?
Wait, so that means, oh yeah, actually, I want to touch on that real quick. So it's not a family to family thing. Is that what they were saying? They just pick a person each time?
Yeah, looked like it.
That's what I
So it wasn't
thought.
like Slightman's dad. Like
Yeah.
Benny the Younger is not going to be a traitor when he grows up.
And I didn't even consider, I guess it would be.
They even say, because I think like Slightman the Elder and Roland are talking about that, and he's like, yeah, it's not by chance that Andy picked you, and it probably wasn't an accident that your daughter died.
That's what I was about to say. I didn't even consider the fact that they killed her to make him cooperate.
So now he only has one, and he's willing to do whatever he has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I was
What's to
trying to
stop
think,
them from taking him, whether she's dead or not? He still has the twin juice, right?
Right. So that's the point of it, though. Like
Well,
the
why haven't they taken him all? Oh, is that why? It's been 27 years.
that
losing.
makes him cooperate.
Never mind. Never
If
mind.
you take him, you take away your bargaining.
Yeah, never mind. I was thinking that this has happened before. I forgot how long it had been. So never mind.
I'm wondering, I can't remember if there are any old people that had one of their siblings killed.
Old people or
Yeah, like who was it before Benny's dad?
oh,
That was just their thought.
Jamie Jafford's crew. What the girl's name? Calla. God damn it. Who was the chick that killed the wolf? Can't remember her name.
Oh,
Oh well.
yeah.
Not important.
Margaret? No.
No, I think it starts with an Robin, maybe.
Look at M. Like
I think it's an
Maria
M.
or Mariana. Yeah. So, well, if you're gonna take down the wolves, first thing you gotta do is kill their spy, right? I'm surprised. Well, first I'm surprised that he was able to get Andy in the hole, because I feel like at that point Andy would have just made himself immovable, and Andy couldn't have pushed him anywhere. And then I'm surprised how difficult it was for him to get out.
The locked door, you mean?
Yeah, what was it like? Wait, wasn't there a hole in the shed or something? Or he was just in the shed? I thought he was. I'm not sure. I thought he was in a hole in the like in a privy.
In a hole? What do you mean?
Like a bathroom. Like there's a shed and there's a hole in the floor.
Oh. I don't
I
know.
thought he was in the hole in the shed. Maybe maybe that's just the way maybe it's because it was like 6 a.m. and I was at the gym. All right, I'll try it here. I'll kill you, you cozening bastards. So who taught Andy how to curse?
I'm sure he just picked that up.
Yeah, we taught Blaine how to code. If he did, actually, I don't even know if he did.
I'm reading it, sorry. No, I guess there was no hole.
Yeah, like I thought it was like maybe a bathroom, but something that they put a lock on.
Yeah, okay. So, that just goes to my point anyway. We'll probably not
Yeah.
edit that. Like, couldn't Andy just have like busted that whole fucking thing into splinters and got out of there?
He was starting to.
Right. Why couldn't he just do it right away?
He shot his eyes out. So I think he was like, disoriented. I don't know.
I feel like Eddie underestimated Andy. Like he got lucky shooting his eyes out. I don't know why he just keep shooting him until like he stop moving. Shoot his circuit boards, shoot his brain. This whole trapping him in the house. So we're putting Andy in this locked shed and just. Oh no, he told him to deprogram himself.
I don't get why he like if you know the password, can't you make him do it anyway? Like why?
Well, if you know the password to Directive 19, can't you make him do anything you want?
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Well,
why didn't they use him to fight the wolves at that point?
Oh, that's not what I meant. But why even have to go through all this rigmarole of catching him and trapping him? Why not just be like, shut down, password 1999?
Why not reprogram him to fight the wolves?
Sure, but they didn't even need his help. Like, I'm beyond that.
Well, maybe Benny would be alive if he was protecting him. Reprogram
Benny
him
would be alive
to
if he
protect
hadn't
Benny.
run out in the road.
Mm.
Because he went after Margaret. Oh, no,
He was
Overholzer.
helping Jake, wasn't he?
The woman got her head cut off and he ran after her. And that's when he exploded. Or when they shot at him.
I love the sneaks. They're so terrifying. Is that what they are in Harry Potter? I mean, it said Harry Potter model, but is that like
It's
that's
a
what is that
snitch.
spelled the same? Or?
No.
no.
Oh,
S
okay.
and
So he changed the word. He called it the Harry Potter model.
And they're not bombs either.
Well, I
No.
know that. Well, that leave it to him to repurpose something. It's like a game ball.
Yeah.
I think that's back when they used to talk to each other before she lost her mind.
Yeah, well, I imagine.
They used to be friends or Twitter friends. I don't know. Anyway, so Andy is really fucking loud. He screams, "I'll kill you, Directive 20."
I saw that.
What does that mean? I don't even know what Directive 19 means, honestly. So I don't know how you describe 20.
Maybe 20 is like mutiny.
Right. I like how I had to call him DNF 44821B63 before you would like answer him.
It's kind of like, you know how you have to say it, like if you say a demon's name, it takes away their power.
Yeah. Andy Messenger Robot, many other functions is not your real name. DNF 44821B63. Yeah.
Ambushing bastard Eddie Dean of New York.
I know. You cozening bastard. I love it in the audiobook when he's doing his voice too. You cozening bastards. Yeah, you can definitely tell you're post-accident because everything gets all 1999 really quick. It's just funny how he took like the worst thing that ever happened to him and just made it into this.
But that's also why I'm okay with it. It's like working on his trauma.
Yeah, this is therapy.
Yeah.
We just get to read it. You read my diary? You were telling me about that.
Yeah.
He'll likely die of the blood muck. Any idea what that is?
Where?
His gut busted this morning. Overholzer touched his own swelling belly about where his appendix might have been.
Oh.
He lay home feverish and raving. He'll likely die of the blood muck. Some get better, but not many.
Infection, maybe?
I guess that just means a burst appendix.
Blood muck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just I think just sits there and makes up words that he wants to use. If you want